Okay.
Connected to iPhone and Galaxy Tab A2016.
This happens. And this should help. Knowing your surroundings. That's how you...
Why? Oh, it's all good, bro. Hey, man. Everybody got shit to do, man. Motherfuckers work, kids, after school activities. Oh, it's summertime. You got the kids all day. They gotta go to camp. They gotta go to motherfucking to the rec center for little league baseball and shit over the summertime. I know how it be, bro. Can't sit in front of the TV all the time. All right, community compassion. Same old, same old. I can't wait to see that Dark Tower, yo. I read the first couple of books from that series. Oh man, that Stephen King, the Dark Tower series. So I've been working on this. The photograph right here. I took this one in South Carolina, but I didn't like the background on there, so oh, you can see it right there. So I changed out the background. So I was working on that one for a few days. A few days. Let's say like 2 weeks so far. So this is a couple hours into this piece. Like I say, you can see the background has dramatically changed. It's nothing spectacular, just some clouds in the blue sky. I didn't get it from anywhere, just kind of made it up. But you know, just to throw those colors in there to kind of bounce some of the reds off her skin tones, and to make that white shirt and that book just pop out. So I wanted some darker colors in the background. So I figured that those dark reds and those blues and purples will make her stand out a little bit. So I was working on that. It's coming along pretty good. But currently getting this piece right here started. This is a commission for someone who's a friend of a friend, and so they contacted me a few days asking if I can do this for them. So I was like, definitely. So you know how it goes when it comes to commissions. I mean, my art, I love my art. I love painting. You know, the pictures that I take. But once I get a commission from someone, all my projects get pushed to the side, and I definitely would prefer working on the client's project so it can get done in a reasonable amount of time, and so they can, you know, have their art hanging in their house as soon as possible. So just keeping busy, bro. You know it. Always just trying to stay busy. You know, idle hands is the devil's playground. So keep your hands full, keep your hands active, keep your hands busy. Always keep doing something. You don't never want too much downtime. So I was already like, oh, what I'm gonna do when I finish these projects, and then some other projects come to me. It's something that, you know, constantly keep me busy all the time. I love it. You know, I love having something to do. I did the first part of this off stream just so I can like hurry up and get through. I really wanted to just get that underpainting on this face, and so I didn't really stream that part because I didn't. Not saying that streaming is a distraction, but I do like to talk to the viewers. So sometimes if I do want to just focus and concentrate, you'll notice I won't stream a lot of stuff. But I got it started, and it's pretty good so far. So I figured I'll go ahead and show you guys what I'm working on right now. I just want to put a lot of positive words on here and make this a very, very positive image. So I'm gonna do the script in different letters, probably have lighter colors to the top, and slowly darken the colors as they come down to the bottom, and maybe the words at the bottom would be like, you know, blues and purples, and try to fade it up into some greens, some oranges, yellows, and then, you know, have like some light blues and white. And the top row is probably gonna be like white letters. You know, it's gonna look cool, yo. So the colors start light at the top and darken them up going down the background, and then on top of these words I'm gonna paint some flowers on there, and then on top of the flowers I'm gonna give him the Basquiat crown, you know, and just try to do my thing with the portrait part like I always do, and just try to get him to, you know, to look just like the picture. But I just want to hype that background up a little bit and make it something nice. What's up, bro? Chilling in the zone, you know what I'm saying? Working on this good art. Don't much change for me, bro, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I'm at that point in my life where I got a steady little flow going, and a lot of shit don't change, man. I go to work, I come home, I get in the studio, I paint. I got a decent little routine, man. It's not that exciting, but hey, it works for me, dog. Oh yeah, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Get that paint popping. Smoke a little doobie. And mind my own business. So I'm getting back to filling these words in on this background. As soon as I write some more of these words in, I'm gonna go ahead and try to. He actually has on a sleeveless hoodie, so I wanna get the skin tone on his shoulders in there first, and then I'll fill his hoodie in after that. Sorry, Firewire, bro. I'm not a sports fan by any means. I do not watch any sports. Period. Not even basketball, because that'd be the next question. When I say I don't watch sports, people be like, not even basketball? Like, you know, every black man has to love basketball, but not even basketball. I don't watch sports at all. Period. I got like 30 games for the PS4. No sports games, bro. I don't play sports video games. I don't watch sports. In this particular painting, so let's see. So I printed out the picture yesterday. Got the sketch on the canvas. That took about, let's say, 40 minutes to an hour. And then I outlined it. That took like 30 minutes. I toned the canvas. That took like another 30 minutes. So let's say that's an hour, just 2 hours just for the prep. I worked on this face just this morning. I just started doing that from 6:30 to about 11. That's 4.5 hours. So that's 6.5 hours into it. And now I've been doing this for about an hour almost. So right now I'm still under 10 hours into this painting, yo. You know what I'm saying? This is less than 10 hours of work. No, because I forgot the blue. So this blue paint is acrylic. And this is probably like 3 layers of it. So that's probably like another hour right there. So I'm right at 8 hours so far, maybe. Terms and conditions? Hey, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But for whatever reason, you're watching my stream. So I don't understand that. Cause I'm the most racist person ever, but I'm doing this memorial portrait for an older white lady. A European white lady who lost her son. But I'm so racist inside. I got the rage inside. I don't understand. You know? Yeah, because I'm so racist. So racist that my girlfriend's white. She's Italian from Europe. That's how racist I am. That's how much rage is just burning inside of me. Oh, damn. That dude is crazy. You calling me? You said I'm a racist. So technically, if I was a racist, I wouldn't want anything to do with white people at all. You know, I wouldn't take their business or, you know, take my time to produce the most excellent, the most beautiful, the most well-crafted and well-structured painting that I can possibly pull out of my inner self. Take all of my time and all of my effort and use every ounce of my talent to do something for, you know, someone who's not of my particular ethnic background or racial demographics or whatever you want to call it, because I hate them so much. Oh, damn. It's crazy. Do I spark blunts and paint? Who does that? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So wait a minute. So I went from being racist to being prejudiced, right? So because I prejudge people. That's what I do. I'm prejudging people. So I'm prejudiced, right? Or I don't like anyone because of their race. So I'm a racist. I don't think you actually know me, bro. And once again, if what I am and my personality and my stream or my show is so bad, negative, and condescending and distasteful to you, then why do you come here over all the times I've seen you? So that's several different occasions that you still stop by my stream. You know, if I think someone's a complete moron and has nothing intellectual to, you know, give me, then I'm not gonna constantly put time into watching that person or listening to that source of information or whatever it may be. But for some reason, even though you think I'm a racist, even though you think I'm prejudging people, you have watched my streams several times, so you still find it interesting. So that's the part that I can't understand. Oh, he's not a troll. Trolls don't come in my stream, man. I don't get trolls in here. I get misguided youth that don't really understand what they don't understand because it's an unknown. Oh, when you got that vibe. What vibe? That I'm an intelligent black person who loves black people and want to see black people do well in a nation that's controlled by white people. So you got that kind of vibe, right? That's that vibe you got. Oh my God. He's painting positive images of black people. He's speaking highly positive of the black youth and the black man. He tells the truth about history, all history. I don't like this guy. Those are bad vibes. Not racist, rapist. He meant to say rapist. Oh, trust me, I see it, bro. I always see it. I watch my own streams sometimes. I'll go back and I'll scan through just for the comments, cause I have my back turned a lot. So I go back and I read stuff. I'll read them. You know what I'm saying? Even if I stream for 3 hours, I'll try to skim through it and see what people say. It's all good though, man. You know what I'm saying? I dropped the bombs too much. That's why you see where I got mine from. Low. See, you gotta pick it up. Put it down. It can't fall if it's on the floor. You know what I'm saying? You can't fall if you're laying down already. It's simple physics. Can't fall if you're laying down. Oh man, I don't know why I give off this racist vibe. Wait. I'm trying to say it with a straight face. I don't know why I give off a racist vibe. I'm not racist at all. I'm really not. My best friend is white. Literally. My best friend is white. My girlfriend is white. My favorite uncle is white. My aunt married a white dude like 25, 26 years ago. They got 2 kids, both in college now. Favorite uncle, man. Dude taught me so much stuff. 27 years, military, retired. Trust me, dude. He is a wealth of information. I've learned so much from my uncle. A white dude. You know what I'm saying? But I'm racist. You know, my son got some really crazy ass fucking genes, yo. He came out with light skin, blonde hair, and blue eyes. Can you believe that? That a little black boy has blonde hair and blue eyes? Oh! Even my son looks white. Oh, I can't be racist. Get mad about what, man? This shit is funny, yo. The dude is funny, man. You know? Hey, man. If you let someone words truly impact you, then you have no control over your own emotions. And if you can't control your own emotions, you really need to sit down and analyze yourself, you know? Because for someone to put you in a bad mood, I tell y'all about putting that positive energy out there and staying away from that negativity, man. I'll soak up some of that negativity and I'll churn that shit around and it still come back out positive. You know what I'm saying? That's a tactic you gotta learn how to do though. It's called manipulation of vibes. So he get a bad vibe from me, I still turn it into a positive vibe. Because he misinterpreting whatever he's seeing or receiving from me. Because he is unwilling to open his mind and look at the world and reality for what it is. I can't help people like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to lie to nobody. I don't try to spit no half truths or no alternative facts. If I don't know that shit, the truth, I don't say the shit. And I be looking to learn shit from people who come to my stream to tell me something, because I don't know every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything at all. But for dudes like that, man, they just lonely. They need some attention. You know what I'm saying? They confused, and their emotions are in conflict with each other, and they don't understand if they racist or not. They try to figure out if they hate somebody just because of the way that they have been conditioned. And why can't I accept people for who they are, even if they have different opinions than I do? Fuck all those people. Everybody needs to think like me. Like, whatever. Let's see a picture. A picture of what? A finish, like a finished painting. Here's a finished painting. This is done and complete. It's framed. It has a wire on it so it can hang on the wall. It's signed. It's been varnished. This is a fully complete Travis Prince original oil painting. Let me get that camera so y'all can see, like, your boy don't bullshit with the brushwork on the details. Ain't no lacking. Ain't no slacking. I stay pimping. I stay macking. Because I've been stroking to the east, and I've been stroking to the west, and the details be blinging like bang, like, oh, is that Parisian silk? What is that? That looks antique. Is that Tiffany? Man, wow! Look how shiny that is. What's his name? Oh, Prince. Travis Prince. Okay, I got it. Travis Prince. That's nice. Look at the glass. It looks like glass. Like, I don't know how he made that glass look like glass like that. And that fruit, it looks like fruit. How he make that glass look like glass like that? That shit look crazy, son. Like, it looks see-through. Like for real, like you can for real like see through the glass. And that teapot look like shiny. Even though it's chrome, it's all black and purple. How is that possible? How he painted black and purple and it looked chrome? I don't understand it. I don't understand how he painted black but it looked silver. I'm confused right now. This is manipulating my optical sensories. How you get that? How did you do that last bottom? How did you do it? With my paint brushes, I took some paint, right? And I put my brush in the paint, and I got some brush on my paint, and I got some paint on my brush, and then I put my brush on the canvas and do like this, and then that last bottle just like bam, boy, that shit was like, oh, gangster teapots. This dude just be painting pictures of himself, like chilling, like he just chilling. What is he doing? Why you looking at me like I stole something? I ain't steal nothing from you. Why you looking at me like that? Look, bro, I didn't steal nothing from you. Look, this is what happened was, oh, so you're not gonna believe me, huh? Oh, you don't believe me? Why you looking at me like that then? I ain't even fucking with you no more, Trap. You got that look on your face, man. I was trying to tell Trap something. He just cut his eyes at me and gave me that, that fuck you nigga look. I don't know what he acting all stank for. With dragon tattoos and Japanese crosses and shit. Talking about he the HNIC. That dude know he ain't no HNIC. He can't even speak Japanese. You ever heard him speak Japanese before? Me neither. I ain't never heard him speak Japanese. Oh, crusty ass dreads. He need to go get his hair done. Then he write these long ass poems. Ain't nobody got time to read all this shit. I mean, look how long this poem is, man. All these damn words. Oh my god. I really ain't got time to read all this shit, man. That's too much. That's too much stuff to read, man. I know nobody don't want to read my poems. It's okay. Y'all ain't got to read my poems. I don't care. I'll write my poems. I'll read my own damn poems to myself. Help me fall asleep at night. I feel comfortable reading my own poems. Practice. And then after you finish practicing, you better practice a little bit more. You better practice a little bit more. I've been practicing for 7 years. I just really started painting last year. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I feel like just last year, I got kind of good, just a little bit, not even a whole lot. I'm kind of good. It took a long time of damn practicing though. I done painted an ass of fucking paintings, but now they finally starting to look like something. Yeah, like that glass bar, that shit look like something, don't it? I know it. Shit, I've been doing it for, man. Whew. Lord, I'm tired of painting. Psych. Paint so long, damn. All my clothes got paint on them, everything. Paint throughout the whole house. Every room in the house got some paint some way. How paint get right there? I don't know. On the kitchen curtain. How the fuck paint get on the kitchen curtain? I don't know. But it got there somehow. It was on my hand or something. The paint in the bathroom on the floor. I must have stepped in it and then walked out. Shit. Hell. That shit everywhere. Fuck it. That's how long I've been painting. Where that picture at? Oh, there go the picture. Destroy the painting? Woo! Almost. I ain't gonna lie, yo. I almost motherfucking punch that painting right there and punch a hole in that shit. If that what you mean? Purposely destroy the painting? I was frustrated with that one. I could not get them shadows right. And that shit was not working out for me. I got so damn mad. Paint. I'm telling you, bro. There's some paint somewhere on me. At all times. You can't hardly see it, but I can see it. You know what I'm saying? And it's oil paint, so sometimes even after showering, you take shower soap and water, if you don't scrub it hard enough, man, that paint don't come off. That shit be everywhere. Just fuck up all that. That's why I don't even buy expensive clothes no more. I don't even lie, yo, man. If I can't get shirts for like $10, $15, I ain't fucking with that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I go get a motherfucking $35, $45, $50 shirt. Next thing I know, oh, I got yellow paint. Where the fuck that shit come from? I done ruined the goddamn $50 shirt, bro. Fuck that shit. I buy throwaway clothes. Some t-shirts for $5. Let me get 3. in a month, them shit's gonna have some paint on it some way. Now I just try to stay in my paint clothes when I'm in the house. Make sure shit, watch out for shit. I'm telling you, bro. That shit be everywhere. Hey, I'm gonna grab me something to drink, man. It's kind of hot and dry up in the studio today, man. I keep hearing thunder. I heard thunder for like 10 minutes thinking we gonna get like some rain and cool off the day or something. Nothing, but it's still just dry as hell outside and the sun is out. I don't see how the hell it's thundering and ain't hardly no clouds out there. See, I'm praying for rain. Please, please rain, cool it off. Damn. Hot as a bitch up in here. See that shine on there? That's that varnish. I varnished this yesterday. Let it dry overnight. Got that good protective coat. Yeah, you can see that gloss on it. Now, yeah, that bad boy ready now. That varnish bring out that richness in the colors and it helps protect it against cracking and fading from sunlight. Yeah, I'm on the East Coast, Pennsylvania. That's real. That's real shit right there, right? You feel me? You gotta see the subliminals though. The American flag, right? So she burning that blunt with the American flag, setting that flag on fire. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Fuck, fuck Trump. You know what I'm saying? Let's burn one. And she got that look like, man, I'm so done. I'm so done with this dude, man. I need to. Let me just roll up something. Yeah, I got some real shit coming. Yeah, I gotta watch out now. I'm working on some shit for you. What? What? I gotta watch out for that one. That one gonna be super. That's gonna be super fresh. You feel me? This one right here. 2 blunts. Let me light yours first, and then I'll light mine. I'll light it for you. Oh, okay. You got it. It's lit. Okay. That right there gonna be too fresh. You know what I'm saying? Title of this: Money can't buy love. Okay. Money can't buy love. Yeah. These are just prep phases right here, man. You just got to get the canvas prep. You gotta get the drawing on there, get the white off. The canvas start out white like that, but I don't like painting on the white canvas, so I tone all my canvases. You can even see right here how this canvas started out. I had toned that canvas, and then you paint on top of this and make your colors stand out better. If you paint right on top of a white canvas, how oil paint is slightly opaque or translucent, and you can see through it. So if you paint directly onto a white canvas, you'll be able to see the whiteness of the canvas through your paint. So it's better to just prime your canvas or tone it with a color, and so when you apply your oil paints on top of this color, the pigments in the paint will already have a dark surface to reflect off of, and you'll see your colors better than just painting onto a white canvas. So when you see all my canvases like this, you know it's just it's prep and getting ready to be painted. Yeah, but all these are gonna get painted just like the rest of my stuff. I just stay ahead of the game and do like I'll do like try to prep like 4 or 5 canvases at one time. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like getting one prep and then paint this one and then finish this one, then you gotta start the whole project again from the beginning. You know how I do my shit? My shit like an assembly line, yo. I'll prep them, and then I'll put an underpainting on one, put an underpainting on the other one, and then I'll finish this one. And then as soon as that one's done, I can jump right into the next painting. You know what I'm saying? And kind of keep it going like an assembly line if you always, you know, work in phases and do the same thing to each canvas in advance. Just say like 4 or 5 canvases and try to keep, you know, stay ahead of yourself 4 or 5 canvases. And that way you'll never have no downtime, yo. You know, this right here is called spiritual nourishment. Kush getting in the zone. Yes, sir. So I'm gonna do that one. I already started working on this one. It's gonna be one of my next projects coming up. You see the underpainting. I already started the underpainting on here. So you got the tone canvas in the background. So I still got to paint this part and put oil on there. But this already got the first layer of paint. I did this so long ago, this is already dry. You know what I'm saying? It's sitting too long. It's actually getting dusty. It's been sitting over here. So this the first layer of paint. All my paintings had like 4 layers of paint, 4 or 5 layers, sometimes 6 layers of paint, depending on like how detailed it is. You just have to do more layers to add more details into it. But the first layer of paint is always called the underpainting. So what you want to do is, you want to get a picture, and whatever the picture is, you want to draw it onto your canvas. And once you draw your picture onto the canvas, you want to outline your image in black paint, and then tone your canvas. You want to give it some kind of color. It ain't got to be like blue, like these browns or reds I use. I've seen people tone their canvases green, red, purple, or whatever. Just put some kind of color on there. So, cause you don't want to paint on a white canvas, yo. So you take a picture of whatever you want to paint. In this instance, it's just a bowl of fruit. Draw your picture onto the canvas. You want to outline your image, and you want to tone your canvas. And you can see that's how I do all of my projects. The image has been outlined, and I tone the canvas. And once you do that, you want to do what is called an underpainting. So underpainting is basically your first layer of paint. It's your foundation for the painting. is how your painting is going to start off. You know what I'm saying? People think, oh, I'm gonna just, you know, paint in like 30 minutes, have a painting done. Well, no, I don't do no wine and sip type painting where you gonna have a painting in 30 minutes. I put fucking 40 hours, 60 hours into some of my paintings. And that's because I work with oils for one, and I work in a layering process known as fat over lean, where you actually have to let each layer of paint dry before you apply the next layer of paint. So essentially your first layer of paint, or your underpainting, you want it to be as dark as you possibly can get it without losing the image itself. And for that reason is because, once again, your oils are translucent, and so once you apply consecutive layers of paint, you'll still be able to see through those layers slightly. So by starting off with a dark foundation layer and slowly adding your lights, your mid-tones and your lighter colors on top of your darker colors, it gives it that depth of perception. And that's what you really want to look for in oil paintings, so that features look real, curves look natural, and the light sources fall naturally. But in order to do that, you have to go from dark to light and slowly build up your lighter colors, and which is almost the complete opposite of every other form of visual arts. Watercolors, you start off light to dark. Pastels, you start off light to dark. When you're drawing, you start off light to dark. But when you do oil paints, you want to start off dark and go to light. So just basically block in your image. You're not looking for any great amount of detail or anything with your foundation layer or your underpainting. You basically just want to find your darkest tones and shades in the image and try to apply those, and just so you can really recognize where your light source and how your shadows are going to fall. And once you can achieve that in your underpainting, you let this dry completely, and then you progressively add your lighter colors, and then with, you know, a few layers of paint, you'll actually be able to come out with a pretty decent looking painting. But once again, like I said, it's not good to paint on a white canvas. So draw your image on the white canvas, then get rid of that white by toning it, outlining your drawing, so that way once you start painting it, you're not gonna smudge away your pencil lines or anything like that. So once you have your canvas toned and outlined and that's nice and dry, you want to do a pretty dark and heavy underpainting. And once your underpainting is dry, throughout the consecutive layers of paint, you want to thin out your lines, add details, let that dry. It's not even your second layer, it's not going to be perfect. You let that second layer dry. Your third layer, you thin out your lines a little bit more and add more details in your highlights and your bright whites. And I say it's time consuming for one, and that what turns a lot of people off from actually painting with oils. They're kind of expensive, and the drying time themselves does increase the time overall for a project to be completed. And some people just want to go to a wine and sip and use some acrylic paints and, you know, paint a face or a mask or a rose or a wine glass in an hour and go home with a piece of art. And that's cool too, if you guys want to do that. I even thought about throwing wine and sip parties, but you know, wine and paint parties, and I was like, nah, it's not really my cup of tea. But so that's the process I use, and anybody can do it, you know. And with some practice, patience, passion, and persistence, you'll be able to produce pretty paintings and portraits. Ha! Bet you can't say that shit. I killed it with the P's because I'm the prince. Pussy. Oh, damn. It's like a magic trick. So this is done, except now I'm about to throw a wire on here real quick and get this little bad boy wired up. I'll probably drop that shit off at my homeboy's shop later on this evening, because he lets me hang my art in his clothing boutique. And the girl in the painting is actually one of the employees who works for my homie, so that's gonna be cool as shit. The next time she come to work, she'll walk up in there and see the portrait of herself at her job. She'll be like, oh, fresh. You know what I'm saying? And then people who ask about it, you know, she can tell them everything about it. Oh, that's my homie Prince painted that, you know, asked me to be a model for him. Oh shit. Myself, actually, I've always been an artist my whole life, yo. That's all I've ever really been good at. Actually, I've never really been good at much else, yo. And honestly, it is a gift. It's just a natural talent from a young age, you know, and before I can remember, you know. My mom tells me stories, and my grandmother tells me, all you wanted to do is write and draw on everything. Soon as you can hold a pencil in your hand, that's all you wanted to do is you just draw and on everything. We couldn't keep enough coloring books around. That's my first memory though, like coloring books. I do remember that shit, yo, just drawing. And I remember like the first time I really tried to draw some shit, yo, I was still like, I don't even know if I was in kindergarten or something yet, but I was probably like 5 years old or something like that, like 4 or 5, and I remember I was down to my last He-Man comic book, and I think I colored like the last page or something in there. I ain't had nothing else to color, so I found a piece of paper, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just draw one of the pages in my coloring book and then color it again. And so I really tried to look at the picture and draw like, you know, the page from the coloring book and just try to redraw it myself. And then when I got in school, I was just, you know, always the best artist. You know, they give kids art class from, you know, kindergarten on up. And I was just always the best artist. I remember the first time I really realized how good I was in art class was probably like 5th grade. We had a new art teacher, and we had some project, and it was, okay, draw faces. And then she had a box of pictures. Everybody pick a face and draw a face. And I picked this white lady with a bonnet on her head. And I drew the lady in her hat. And then the art teacher walks around. That's nice. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, Jessica. That's good. Oh, Travis, that looks really nice. Let me get this picture and let me get your paper and make sure you didn't trace that. Well, it doesn't look like you traced it. That's really good, Travis. But I can, and I was, you know, at an age where I really couldn't express myself properly, but I felt that shit. I felt like, yo, bitch, you didn't believe that I fucking drew that? You had to, out of everybody else in this fucking class, I'm the only person you picked up my fucking paper and put it over the picture to see if I traced that shit. And then I realized, because I'm that fucking good, she looked at my shit and could not believe that shit in 5th grade. So that was the first time I realized how good my natural ability was. But I never even tried to press it harder than that. I got in junior high and I met this girl. We had art class together for the first class of art in 7th grade, yo. And she was badass, yo. Badass, I'm telling you, yo. Her shit was the shit. Marjorie Smith. I'll never forget that shit, yo. And she just was a better artist than I was, like hands down. Like her shit just, I looked at her shit and I was like, I wish I could do that. And I've never thought that shit, you know, up to that point. I was probably like what, 12 or 12 years old, but still 12 or 13. But it's like I never wanted to, you know, my art to look like someone else's. But I seen her shit, I was like, holy shit. And that was probably the first time I really tried to get better at art was in middle school. Yo, Mike. Yeah, 5th grade, yo. And then I got lucky. I got lucky with my art teachers though. Like in junior high, man, 7th grade, my art teacher, it was her first year teaching, yo. She was fresh out of college. She was like 24 years old or something like that, young, fresh out of college, enthusiastic, loved art, was really ready to teach and wanted to teach, man, and wanted to like inspire you. I had the fucking best art teacher in middle school, yo, Miss Baker. Was her? I remember she's married. She's got married. Her name has changed, but that's how long I've known her, yo. We're still cool, like to this day, you know, to this very day. Like a couple summers ago, I was just she still teaches. She's in elementary now. She doesn't teach middle school anymore, but she teaches elementary. And a few summers ago, she actually invited me to come to her, you know, come to the school and talk to her students. And she still looks young as shit, yo. Like she's aging really well. And her students couldn't believe that. I was like, yo, when I was your age, yo, like, she was my teacher back then, yo. They was like, word? I was like, yo, this was my teacher when I was a kid, yo. It's fucking crazy. But, so yeah, she taught me for 7th and 8th grade, man. Really pushed me as hard as she could. She got me in this one program. It wasn't even no program. She just pulled some fucking strings, and she had some connections. And I remember the summer of 7th grade, she was like, look, because we had a pretty good university in our hometown. And she is like, look, I'm friends with the art director at the university. He said, every Wednesday, you can come in and sit in his art class just like you're a regular student. And she's like, you can do this all summer. Yo, that shit pushed me to the next limit. And then I feel bad because I can't remember these guys' names, but the art professor, he selected his best student to be my mentor. So I would sit in their art class, do the same projects as these college kids. I'm a 7th grader now, and then after classes, me and my tutor, we would walk around campus and we would just do live drawings. You get sitting down like, yo, we're gonna draw this building, or we're gonna draw this group of trees, or whatever, yo. And so that shit boosts me way up. And then in high school, I left my hometown. I was still living in my hometown, but I went to it was called a magnet school, but it was like a school for the smart kids or whatever from all the surrounding counties, and all the smart kids would go to one high school all together. So that was actually in a different town than where I lived at. So I ain't go to high school with none of my friends or none of that shit. But my first day of high school, of course, I signed up for art classes. I get in the art class. Who's there? My middle school teacher, yo, because it was a brand new school, yo. Everybody was trying to get into that school, and she applied for the position as art teacher, and she got the fucking job at the new high school, yo. That shit was fucking crazy. I went to art class. I was like, yo, Miss Hoffman, and all the other students like, you already know her? Like, this is supposed to be new. I'm like, yeah, but that's my fucking art teacher, yo. So I had the same art teacher for years, yo, and but I wound up dropping out of high school. Yeah. You know, I was gonna sell crack and be a rapper. It was the perfect plan. It was in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? I was in the South. Everybody was trapping. Hence the name Trap. Trap House and all that good shit. But, you know, I was like, fuck school, man. I'm too smart for this shit, man. I'm smarter than my teachers. Nigga, I'm about to go out here and get this bread, nigga. Get about to get in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I'm about to be the next Lil Wayne. Wasted like 10 years. Wait, for real, just bullshit around, like right after high school, just bullshit for like 10 years. It was fucking ridiculous. I look back at those years like, what the fuck was I doing with my life, yo? Like, and then I don't know. One day I just got bored, you know. I got regular shit. I got sneakers. I got clothes. I got TVs. I got video games. I got my homies. I got weed. I got drink. I got bitches. I got my own crib. I got a car with rims. I got a job. I got all the shit. And for some reason I was still bored as fuck, yo. And this one day that shit just hit me. I'm sitting in the house and it's like, yo, I could not figure out what the fuck to do, yo. I was like, yo, seriously, yo, I ain't never ever been that bored in my fucking life. I'm like, yo, I don't know what the fuck to do. And then out of nowhere, that shit just hit me. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go buy some paint and paint something. And so I went and bought a Bob Ross starter paint set. And I had just watched motherfucking Afro Samurai. I was like, yo, I'm gonna paint motherfucking Afro Samurai. And so this is the first painting I ever did, yo. Back in 2009. February 2009. And it took my boredom away, you know? And I liked it. I was like, oh shit, my Afro Samurai little fucking dope as fuck, nigga. Like, yo, I forgot I like to fucking draw. Oh shit. I got a talent. I forgot I had a talent. Let me try this shit again. So I did it again, and did it again, and did it again. And, hey, I'm still painting. I don't know what took me so long to figure out that I like art. Maybe because everybody said, oh, you a pussy, man. That's that gay shit, nigga. All you want to do is draw, man. What are you doing? You a faggot or something? I ain't no faggot, nigga. Hardcore, son. Fuck art. Nobody don't like art anyway. I want to rap. Hibbity hoobah, blibbity boo blah, stibbity goobah. But hey, it is what it is. But damn, if I just would have stayed in school, man, and been doing this shit like 20 years ago, man, I would have been in France, Italy, Dubai, Rome, Greece, you know. I would have been everywhere. But, oh well. That's just it, bro. And I don't do it for nobody. I don't do it for nobody. I do it for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I enjoy painting. I enjoy painting beautiful people, man. I see beauty in everybody, yo. I love painting people. And if I turn the camera off right now, I'm still be in this fucking room. I'm still painting. When people buy my art, that's a plus. You know what I'm saying? That's nice. A little couple dollars in my pocket. But at least one of my paintings has a home. Somebody's gonna take care of it and admire it and look at it every day. That's all I want, yo. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm dead and gone and I'm not here no more, and motherfuckers wanna talk shit about somebody who can't talk shit for themselves, my art will be here to talk my shit for me. Cause I ain't no dumb motherfucker. And I ain't no hateful motherfucker. And my art will prove that to everybody. And that's real talk. For all these artists who just want to paint some fluffy shit, why don't you ever paint Tupac? You should paint a picture of Biggie. For what? For what? That shit ain't giving nobody a piece of myself. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't showing nobody a little slice of who I am, or how I feel about the world, or what's really important to me. You know? I want to paint images like that. Everybody remembers Biggie and Tupac. Already. We already remember them. Let's remember those ordinary people, just like me, just like you, who all go through the same shit that Biggie and Pac went through. But our stories ain't never told. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stories don't get told. I tell some, you know, I tell stories for the little man. Now that's solid. That's solid right there. That's good to go. Yes, sir. That's ready to be hung on the wall. Ready to be hung on the wall, boy. Yeah, go ahead, light it up. Light it up. Oh, we about to get it in. Oh, we about to get it in. What? Let me hold your palm. You ever give? See, I'm old. I'm old as shit, man. I remember capital punishment back in school. Where you got that palm? Or you had to get sent to the principal's office to get paddled. Ooh wee! Y'all don't remember that? What do we need in life? Faith, kindness, love, compassion, community, hope, forgiveness, strength, home, friendship, understanding, blessings, family, charity, fearlessness, and soulfulness. What do you need in life? You know it. Exactly, bro. Everybody gotta have their time to shine. I'm gonna put the spotlight on people who are great. You know, it just everybody don't know that they're a great person. I'll point them out for you. That man right there, that's a great person. You so great. I'm gonna capture your image, and hopefully it'll live for 1,000 years. Because you are a great person. Definitely gonna capture my image, and I hope they live for 1,000 years. Because I want to be great. Let's see. Oh, don't say that, Samurai. Don't say that, bro. Because, you know, some of these people in here say I'm a hateful racist. Oh, my goodness.
Connected to iPhone and Galaxy Tab A2016. Battery low, please charge now.
What I feel about myself, I feel there's the unknown. There's things I don't know, and that's what I'm striving for. To say that I know would not be true because there are things I don't know, and I'm trying to find out what they are, and they come little by little.
Now at the Honda Summerbration sales event, you can get a great deal on a Honda Accord and make every summer moment that much brighter. Summer fun starts here at the Honda sales event. Hurry in and get a great deal on a Honda Accord.
Yeah, this is a memorial picture I'm doing right now. A friend of a friend contacted me asking me to paint a picture of her son who recently passed. So, hey Destiny, I'm Travis. It's nice to meet you. And working on your brother. not leaving the house right now because I'm busy. I'm doing stuff. Hey, Natasha. A-Rod, definitely. This is America we're talking about. Alright, I'm gonna take a break from the pencil work because I do have oils on my palette and I don't want these to dry out. I'm gonna go ahead and try to use these oils what's on here. Somebody showed me another technique too, because normally once my oils start to get kind of dry or low on colors and I need to clean my palette, I would normally just, you can see my trash can. I just scrape my paint off on the edge of the trash cans. But someone was like, yo, just every time you're about to clean up for the evening, he was like, just take all your colors and scrape them into a little pile and it'll turn to gray or, you know, a dark gray or almost black. And so that's like 3 days of like leftover paint. But now I don't have to mix a gray very often. I just have gray paint readily available. So I wanna utilize these right here because they're getting kind of low, and I hate for them to dry out. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to use these colors real quick.
cosmos to know itself. Need of star stuff.
Dropping the fire rolling, 89, the bricks is even growing. Feel like I'm spare, I treated you.
新選組を離れて療養した方がいい。空気のきれいな場所でゆっくりと。
新選組を離れる。それはできません。
Just a legend. Just a story. A story to scare little kids.
Why do I and everyone I love pick people who treat us like criminals?
We accept the love we think we deserve.
Order out. You just ate out yesterday. Huh? You don't know what to eat. I'll be down in a minute. I'll fit something. Yo, you want to eat a dead cow? No dead cows? Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
Try to skip up.
I can get you some dead cow.
I don't need no dead cow. I got dead cow every time I'm home. I don't want no more dead cow.
Okay.
Dead cow bad for me.
All right.
You turn out TV stream, meat cause cancer.
You don't want to eat no dead cows no more, huh? Okay. All right, buddy. Oh, can we order out? I don't know what to eat. We just can't do that every day.
Now that's what I call Music 63 is here.
I'm the one, yeah, I'm the one.
With
Have you ever felt that way?
I have.
than I did.
I know. We had the same amount of thing.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
You had more left than I did.
Oh, yeah. Well, I ate it all already.
What?
I ate it all already.
You ate it all already.
Yeah, yes, you did.
Come. Damn, boy, these drawing teenagers. These dudes do not stop eating. Holy crap. We'll get this boy something to eat. That's the thing, man. My girl is going shopping today. Today is grocery day. And there's gonna be a nice meal tonight. But and there's tons of stuff in there. My girl just baked the whole chicken last night. All right. Damn, I still got a lot of glue up here. I hate to waste all this. Let me see if I can get. Alright, that's gonna be it for a minute. I know there's only a little bit left, but I would have to add more paint to my palette. And I'm actually hungry too. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. And I'll jump back on this in a few hours. It's the end of the summer, and my son has to catch his flight back home in the morning. I hate that I only get them for the summertime, but hey, it is what it is. So, go chill with him and spend some time with him on his last day here. His flight leaves early in the morning. We went out earlier. I might have to run out again. That one picture I put that wire on, I might go hang that. You know what? I'll go do that, and then we'll grab something to eat while we're out. Even though there's a whole chicken in the refrigerator. He swear down he's about to be vegan, which isn't a bad thing. Why can't you decide to go vegan later on, not after we just baked the whole chicken? Yes, I'm just taking all these partial colors that were up here. I'm just trying to get them all into one little lump. Alright, my palette is clean. I have my little blob of, undistinguished color. And I'm ready to go for the next section. When I come back next time, I'm going to go ahead and finish just a small portion of his shirt. And then I'll finish writing the words of inspiration on the background. After I get them all written in there, I'm gonna come over start working on the words next. But I described it as oh, really can't see that. So the letters are gonna get darker as they come down. So the top row maybe white or something off-white for the first couple rows, and then it'll gradually change color into like some blues and greens, and it'll come down and the letters will change into like some reds, and then down into some dark purples at the bottom or something. So the way I see it in my mind looks really cool. I hope I can pull it off. I really do. I have a good idea, so let's see how it works. There's going to be several layers to the background. You're going to have the lettering, and then I'm going to maybe put some flowers back there as well, and a crown on it. And then I want to actually put his sunrise and sunset dates on there, maybe, if I can find an appropriate place to put his dates on there. I was thinking about doing that as well. Don't fall, camera. But I think it's coming along nicely so far. This is technically the first day I've been painting on it. So we still have a long way to go. So I'll get this first layer finished. Like I say, work on the background a little bit and let this dry for a few days. And then after this oil paint dries, I'll come back and start working on some more layers on there. But I think it looks nice. I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking me out and projects I'm working on. So always stay. So yeah, so I'll probably go grab some lunch, a late lunch actually. I'm not really sure what time it is right now. Go grab something to eat and probably go hang this other painting real quick. And I'll be back on later this evening. If you guys want to check me out, just subscribe to the YouTube channel, or you can follow me on Facebook, and then because I normally link these videos to Facebook as well, so that everybody has access to them. But I'll be back on in a few hours, more than likely. It's a day off, and I don't have anything planned, which is awesome. I like not having plans on my day off. That means my plans is painting. I'll paint for a little while, chill for a little while, paint for a little while.
I love that life.
So, thanks again, guys. Peace. Until next time.